Hello friends, I hope you all are doing well. In this video we are going to learn what are the different methods of preparing the center line plan over your structural framing plan, and also we are going to learn how to import that center line plan in the ETABS software so that you can proceed for the modeling in the ETABS software. So as you can see here, there are two methods of preparing the center line plan. First is preparing the center line plan in respect of the center of column, and second option is what? Center line plan in respect of the center of beam. So what does mean by these two option? We will try to understand in the coming topic, and then we also are going to see importing center line plan in the ETABS software. Now this is actually the structural framing plan for which we have to prepare the center line plan. So first try to understand what does mean by the structural framing plan. So structural framing plan we are preparing over the architectural plan, and this structural framing plan is actually the representation of positions of the beams, positions of the columns, orientation of the columns, labels of the beams, labels of the column. So these all things will be present in your structural framing plan. As you can see here, the column position, this structural framing plan is showing. The column label is also shown here. The slab label, slab type is also shown here. So that is nothing but what? This is actually the structural framing plan. So once your structural framing plan gets completed, the next point comes to prepare the center line plan. So basically there are two methods of preparing the center line plan, and that center line plan will help you for proceeding to prepare your analysis model in any software. Either you are working with ETABS software, either you are going to work with the Stat Pro software. So whatever the software you are going to use, it is essential for you all to have the center line plan over your structural framing plan. So what two options are there? So first option is giving the preference to column position, and there we are going to compromising with the beam position. Let's talk about this point. So for this case, as you can see here, column centers are laying here. So if I am considering the actual position of the column, so that I need to compromise with the exact beam position. Suppose I am taking the center line from here to here like this. So what it means that I need to compromise with the beam position, exact beam position. Some deficiency in exact position of beam will be there, definitely. And another option is what? Just for example, suppose I am taking the center of the beam. What? I am giving the preference to exact position of the beam. So for that, what I need to do? I need to take the center of this beam like that, like this. And then center of the beam here. And then I am going to take the center from here, as you can see. Now the point for which we have to model our column, that will become this point and this point. But as you can see, this is not the exact position of the column. Exact position of the column is actually here. Exact position of the column is actually present here. Exact position of the column is actually present here. But while modeling in the ETABS software and while modeling in any software, modeling software, you have to model that column here. So basically what I'm trying to tell you that there are two options. One is actually center line, making the center line giving the preference to exact column position, and another option is what? Giving the preference to exact position of the beams, and there we have to compromise with the exact column position. I hope you all understood. So here we are going to practice with the both of option to prepare the center line plan. So now we are going to practice with the first method. That method is what? Preparing the center line in respect of the center of columns, where we are going to compromise with the exact beam positions. Now we are going to practice with the first option, where we are taking the center line with the center to center of column, and here we are going to compromise with the exact positions of the beam. So I am taking the copy of this structural framing plan. Take the copy of this and take it on side. Okay, and I don't need to have this slab label and slab marking. Also I don't need to have the beam labels. So I'm going to off these two things. Just select these two things and just keep it off. Select this, go, and beam label I don't want to see in view, so say off. Also I don't want to see these slab labels and slab marking, so just keep it off. So there will be no confusion and there will be no disturbance for our further action. Now we are going to discuss the first option, where we are giving the preference to the exact position of the column. Okay, it means that we are going to take the center line from the center of the column, and here we are compromising with the exact position of the beam for the some locations. So just try to understand. I am going to prepare the center line. Okay, so just press L enter and take the center of this column till the end of this column. So the continuity is there. This line is passes through the center of this column also, and is going to be end at the center of this column. So this is the first line. Now take this line and from the center extend it to up to some up to some distance here. So this is done. And this, now again take the line from center of this column and take it away from this beam edge up to this point. So this is also done. Now take the center of this column. From this center of column, take the next center of the column along the same alignment, along the same line. So this is also done. Now next, from here, from this center till this point, this is also done. Now also from this center, take the line and put it here. This is also done. Now from this column center, as the continuity of the beam is there, so take this and away from this edge of the beam, take it here. So this is also done. Now next what we can do, these two columns C1 and C2 column along the same alignment, along the same line. So take the center of this column till the end of this column, till the center of this C2 column. This is also done. Now from the center of C2, take this line, center line, till the C12, and this line passes through the column C6 and C8. Now next is what? From here, next from here, column this center C11, this is going to be passed through the column C7, then it is going to be passed through the column number C5, and it is going to be passed through the column, and it's going to be end at the center of column C1. Just click here. So this is also done. Now next what we can do, from this center, actually it should be what? From the center of this column C6 to the center of C5, but we are not going to do this. We are going to take it from okay, I am taking the center of this C5 to this C6. Okay, center to center, but this line should be extended up to this line. This line should be extended up to this line. So what I am going to do, just say extend up till this line. This line I want to extend. So just say extend, just say extend, select this line, and this line I want to extend. So this is what? This is actually extended up to this line. Same thing we have to do here. This line and this line I want to extend. So this is also done. So see, from this, just take copy of this. Just take copy of this from here to here. Put it. So this is also done. Now this is what? This is the thickness of this beam. Width of this beam is what? 230 actually. From this to this, if I am looking for the width, so it is 230. So take the center line of this. So what offset distance will be? 150. Say offset 150. Say enter. From here to here. Sorry, not 150. Now see, what will be that width? What is actually the width of? Now next we have to draw the line in center of this beam. So first it is important to know what is the width of this beam. So the width of this beam is what? Sorry, just go to find the distance between this line and this line. So it is what? 230. So the offset distance will be what? 115. Say offset 115, say enter. Just take offset distance. So this is what? At the center. So this should be from this center line to till this center line. Okay. Also this center line, just say offset 115, and also take this at offset distance of 115. This is also done. Now extend this center line to next center line, this should also extend it up to the next center line. So these all are what? These are the secondary beam which is going to be raised over your primary beams. So this is the line from C7 to C8 is actually the main beams, and this is what? This is the secondary beams. This line, this center line, this is what? These are the secondary beams. These are the what? Secondary beams that is going to be raised over your primary beams. Okay, I hope you know very well these all concepts. Now next is what? Take the center of this also, say offset, and also take the offset of this. This is also done. Now next, extend this up to this line, extend this up to this line. This is done. Now is there any another beam which is secondary? No, all the beams are covered. Now next is what? Just match these secondary beams at the center with the center line. Just take this and match this all this secondary, so that it should be center line. Match these all. This is also done. Yeah, all the beams, all the center line is matched. Now trim all these extended portions. Select this. Now trim this. Also just say trim this. Also select this and say trim. This is also done. Just say trim, select this line and say trim. So this is also done. So here is just now I am going to summarize this. What? See, from C10, C11, C12. So the exact, while we are taking this center line, so we are going to model our column at this point. So that is the correct position of the column. Then here we are going to model our column here. So that is also correct. At the exact position we are going to model. Now let's talk about C12. So for the C12, while taking this center line in the ETABS software, we will model the column at the center, means the column is going to be modeled here at the intersection of this these two lines. So the modeling will be here. So it's okay, no problem. So as you understood, there is no problem for the column number C10, 11 and 12 with their position. But if I am using the same center line for finding the position of the beam, so if you look the structural framing plan, so exact position of the beam is actually here. Exact position of beam is actually here. And if I am using this center line plan, so I need to model the beam here actually. The beam I need to model here. That is, this is not the modeling line. This is the modeling line for the beam. So this difference we have to consider. We have to compromise with the actual position of the beam. So while using this center line, I have to model the beam here. Okay, so this is the method. Okay, just see another point. Look here. Look here. See, if you are taking this C4 and C9, so what is going to be happen while modeling? So the beam will come from here, beam will come from here, and the exact column position we are getting. So in ETABS software, we are using this center line. So there will be the exact position of the column. There will be what? there will be the exact position of the column. If you are looking for this C9, so that is also the same case is there for the C9. But if you are looking for the structural framing plan, so that will tell you the structural framing plan says that your beam should be modeled here, but your center line plan says that the beam should be modeled here. So what I told you in this method of preparing, giving the reference to center of the column to the next center of the column while preparing the center line plan. So there we have to compromise with the exact position of the beam. That is actually the conclusion when you are taking the center line plan with the centers of the column. I hope you all understood this method where we are taking the center line in respect of the center of column and we are compromising with the exact position of the beam. So this is the first method. This is the first method. Now looking for the next method. So take the copy of this of the structural framing plan and put it here, and we are going to prepare the center line plan by giving the preference to center of beam, okay. So see, just take the beam, say offset distance of 115 because the width of the beam is 230. So this is done. Now take this from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. For all the beams I am going to take the center line. So that is the simple thing. We have to take the center line of all the beams. Just take all the beams are having the width of 230. That's why I'm taking the center at offset distance of 115. At offset distance of 115, I'm taking the offset center line of the beam. So this is all done. I have taken the center line of all the beams. Okay. Now change the color of center line. Okay. So take the mesh property and I want to keep the color of this center line as white. So choose this one. So this is done. So change all the center line of the beam like that, so that we can differentiate which line is for the center line plan and which line is for the beam edges. So change all the center lines. This is also done. Now check this, select all the center lines. This is done. Now check this is also, check this also. Now this one, okay. So almost all the center lines has been changed. This also, is there any missing? Yeah, it's all done. So all the beams has, all the center lines has been changed with the white color. So that is actually the differentiation between your edges of the beam and center line of the beam. Okay. Now next, what we have to do, we have to keep it as continue from here to here and extend this till the next point. So this is done. Now to work effectively, I would like to take it on side. So just go to and isolate this layer and take it on side, having the reference line like this, and take it on side. Just say copy and take it here. Now say F enter, connect these two. This is done. Enter, connect these two. Okay, before of that, connect these two. So this is done. This is done. Just say extend. So this is okay. This is okay. Extend this one, extend this line, sorry, this line, this one, along both the sides. This is along both the side. And what for this? Yeah, this should be extended. And next, this should be extended along both the sides. This should be extended. This should be extended. And yeah, this is all done. Now say if enter, this line and this line should coincide at the same point. This line and this line should coincide at the same point. This should coincide at the same point. This should coincide at the same point. These two should coincide at the same point. This should coincide at the same point. This also should coincide at the same point. Okay, for these two, for these two, for these two, for these two. So this is done. Check for these also. It is remaining. Also select these two. So this is done. So almost all are completed. Say extend this line. So it's done. Now take back it to its original position. Just take move command. Just take move command from here to here, put it here. See, just try to understand. This is the first option we have followed for the preparing the center line, and this is the second option where we have followed for the preparing the center line. In the first option, we are giving the preference to the column center. In the second option, here we have given the preference to the beam center. So as we have discussed about this earlier, now what is the difference in this second method? Try to understand here. When you are going to use this center line for the modeling, for the 3D modeling in the ETABS software. Okay, if you are using this center line, so what is going to be happen? See, you have to model the column here. You have to model the column here. And if you are modeling the column here, so that you will have the exact position of the beam, you will have the exact position of the beam as per your structural framing plan. But if you look, it is not the point for the center of the column you have to model here like this. In the ETABS software, column you have to model here, and this is the correct for the beam position, but your column is not the correct position. Your column is not at the correct position. So if you are taking the uh, let's talk about this point C3. So column center is present here, and the column intersection is present here. Beam intersection is present here. So when you are going to use this center line, okay, where you have given the preference to the center of the beam, so what is going to be happen? You are going to model your beam at right position, but your column is not at right position. Your column is not at right position. Okay, look for the other positions. Okay, see here, for the top case, for the top line, see 10, 11 and 12. For these columns, what is going to be happen? Exact center line of the column is present here, but you are not going to model your column C10, 11 and 12 at this position. We have to model our column here at this center, at this center and at this center. So when you are giving the preference to center line, center of the beam, or when you are going to prefer to find the exact position of the beam with the center of the with the center line plan, so you have to compromise with the exact position of the column. On the other hand, if you are taking the center line in reference of the column position, if in reference of center of the column position, so there you have to compromise with the exact position of the beam. So these two methods are actually available, for the preparing the center line. I am taking this center line on side, just say copy and take it on side. Okay, So I would like to keep these columns and this beam, center line of the beam. Okay, now take this copy of this and take it on side, just here. So this is what, this is in reference to center of column, where the exact column position is there, and this is what in reference to exact positions of the beam. There is a compromising with the exact position of the column. I hope you all understood. So of these all columns, isolate this and say delete this all. So this is what center line plan. So this is all about what are the different methods of preparing the center line. I hope you all understood. Okay, now next point we have to understand is how you can export this file, and then finally how you can import this file in the ETABS software. So that we have to learn here. So what you have to do first, just go to first take a copy of this. Say, okay, for exporting and importing purpose, I am going to use this first option, center line. So just drag from left to right and select this center line and say Control C. Just copy this center line and open new CAD file. Open new CAD. Just close this, close all of these things, and then just say Control V and say enter. So this is done. Just press Z enter and A enter. Again then Control V, Z enter, A enter. Now this is what this drawing we are having in separate file. After having this drawing, this center line here, just go to drawing and save this file in the form of DXF format. What? Go to file, go to save this file, save as other formats, and your ETAB is going to accept the CAD file in DXF format. So don't save this file in DWG format. Save this file in what? DXF format, AutoCAD 2010 DXF format. Okay, and see, label this is what? Center line. Just write label naming to this file and save this file here, center line, in new folder, center line. Open this and save this file here. Save. Now after this file to be saved, now close this file before of using this file. Now then close. So this will ask to save this file in DXF format also. So I am not interested to save this file in DXF also. So say no. So this is done. Now open the ETABS software. After the software to be open, just go to file, go to new model and go with the third option and say okay. And I'm not interested to set all these things. Just say blank and now say okay. Now close this model explorer window and also close this 3D window. Now go to file, go to import, and let's find dxf.dxf file floor plan. Choose this option and go to desktop and our base folder where we have saved our DXF file. Open this and just click here center line. Center line, say open. But before of importing, it is very important to know the unit of your base file. So in which unit you have drawn this file, what unit is there. So make sure that what is the unit. So from this distance to this distance, it is what? 3430. It means that it is what? It is in mm. The drawing is in mm. So looking back and DXF file unit, it is in mm. Keep it all as it is. Okay, there is a brief discussion about this. I am not going to discuss that all in detail. So just go to story first and say beams, check this option at 00, and rest of all the things will be as it is. and we want to import the file at the story level first. So number of levels, how many are there? First, second, third, fourth. So you have to decide where you want to import that center line plan. So choose this story first. Now say OK. Once you click over the OK, this will ask to save the model. So like the center line. So this is the model name. Now this is done. Just say save. So it takes some time to import the file. Now it is we are not having anything here in the window. Why? Because we are at the story 4 and we have imported the file at the first story. So just go to plan and go to story first. Now say apply. See, this file is actually present here. The center line we have saved here. We are having the center line at the story first, and this is what, this is the line. So make sure that the file is imported correctly. How you can ensure that the file has been imported correctly? So measure the distance. So this distance is what, this total length. If you are going to measure this, okay, so go to home, take the distance, and let's know what is this 9090. So this is the distance of this complete length. Okay, looking back to ETABS and go to draw, go to draw dimension line. Where it is? Draw dimension line. Check this option. Just close this. I want to know the distance from here to here. So it is what? 9.09. If you are looking at, if you are calculating this in mm, so it will become 9090. So now it's correct. Our drawing has been imported correctly. So this is the way how you can import the CAD file or CAD center line in the ETABS software. Okay, so this is all about the topic that we were planned to cover in this video. Thank you very much. If you want to learn ETABS software and want to become professional structural engineer, join our live training program where we will train you for designing of real life, low rise, medium rise and high rise structure. Also you will learn how to prepare the schedule and detail of design structure using the RCDC software. Not only this, in this training you will get the experience of designing some important structural elements of the building using advanced Excel sheets. Finally, after completion of this complete training, you will be able to design complete project on your own. So wait for what? New batch is going to start. Please contact on given number